going throughout the series. As far as I know, I think the first Friz Freleng Bugs Bunny was Hiawatha's Rabbit Hunt. It was probably the second cartoon where Bugs actually had his New York voice.
Hey, what's cooking, Chief? Something smells good. Hey, what are you having for dinner?
Rabbit stew.
There had been a lot of other experiments along the way. Chuck Jones had done a couple, you know, one with kind of a Jimmy Stewart voice and another one with a kind of Woody Woodpecker goofball voice, which Cal Dalton and Ben Hardaway had also used in Harem Scarum. But I think Friz was sold on the New Yorkiness of this character, because when Tex Avery brought that to the table in A Wild Hare, it broke audiences up. The last thing they expected to hear was this New Yorkie rabbit.
Say, white guy. Oh, yeah? Yeah!
Often the writing in the cartoons is peppered with a lot of New York do's and does and dares kinds of expressions on Bugs, which some of the other directors wouldn't push quite so far.
Hey, Doc, come out of there. You can't do that. Who's a comedian in this picture anyway?
I know that he often felt during the series that Chuck Jones would get a little too kind of literate with Bugs, you know, and he'd say, no, he's a D's and Do's kind of guy, you know? He's from New York, he's from the streets.
If you look at any of the shorts, you'll see there's a Chuck Jones Bugs, there's a Bob Kimson Bugs, and there's a Friz Freleng Bugs. Of course, Friz always felt that his was the funniest, and I think it probably was. But yeah, there was a lot of competition among the three guys, particularly with Bugs.
Who is it?
It's the filler brush man.
He may come in.
Daffy was one of his favorite characters. He always enjoyed working on Daffy.
Even early on, I think he was taking a more personality-driven approach to the duck.
Drop that gun, son. You're not blasting at no ordinary everyday meat on the table, Duck. I am gifted. I'm just slopping over with talent.
He's trying to instill a lot of interesting character traits in Daffy that a lot of other people didn't try to get or didn't try to hit upon. In You Ought to Be in Pictures, which was the first cartoon with Daffy that Friz directed, you know, Daffy's already kind of a greedy little duck.
And now that you have seen my act, how's about a nice contract?
I think what he brought to Daffy in that period was Daffy being thoroughly obnoxious.
Boom! Over hill and over dale, we're always on the dusty trail. Hunting fox and hunting quail, tally-ho! I am a hunting fool, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. My horse and I are of the finest breed. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Just like the wind, I ride my stalwart steed. Sure of foot, sure of eye. Peeling onions makes me cry, this makes no sense, so do I.
And I think that really was very, very funny, because he wasn't unappealing when he was doing it. And later, when Chuck hit on the Rabbit Fire trilogy and the dynamic changed a little bit between Bugs and Daffy, Friz adopted that because it seemed to get a lot of good character mileage.
But you get no gratuity. It's enough that you've had the honor of having a celebrity like me in your hack. Daffy Duck, star of this show. See?
So now Daffy was the foil for Bugs always being the winner.
Boy, listen to that! They love me!
I like Showbiz Bugs better than any of the cartoons. I made one of the better cartoons, because I thought it brought out Daffy Duck more than it did Bugs. Bugs was just a secondary character in that, really. It brought out the jealousy of Daffy Duck.
Ingrate.
I don't think I've ever worked with an artist, an animation director, a layout person, an animator that had the sense of timing that Friz Freleng did.
I think it came very naturally to him. I think his characters were witty, because he was very witty.